Allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Brown. Yes.
Williams there.
And I'm here. So we got 4 people. Second here. Okay. We need to adopt this agenda.
And the motion, we adopt the agenda as is.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so I guess you all seen what this is about.
Is there any public?
No, not
Okay.
this time.
All right. Get that.
The bank says we need to raise the rates in order to get a line of credit to start getting the grant. And I thought it would be a fairly simple thing. We had Debbie contact our new lawyer. And he's come back with all these things that all these things that we're gonna have to do. If all of you read through this? Yeah. Can you explain in just few words why do we need the loan form? When the thing starts, a contractor's gonna send us a bill, right? So this line of credit we got, we take the money out of that and we pay the contract. Then we send the bill to the state. They reimburse us that amount. And then we turn around and put that amount back into the bank. So it's just a rolling over thing. And we wind up paying 3.2% interest on that. Which would, I'm assuming will come out of the grant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much loan we looking at?
They were figuring this at $500,000.
Also $500,000 loan.
Yeah. And the reason they want a rate increase is because we're breaking even right now. And if something, for some reason, the grant was canceled, they want to make sure we'll be able to make the payments on that money. This is standard practice as far as I know.
It's so you don't make your contractors wait 3 months to get paid, because some of them are not.
Yeah,
do that.
the state pays or the grant pays in that 90 days. And contractor, a lot of them won't wait that. So they want to get paid at 30. So we'll pay them in the 30 days if they need to get paid, and then we'll get reimbursed back from the grant before the state. But that's mainly what this is for, I assume.
Yes, it is.
The entire project, what was the price tag on the entire project?
3.9 million.
So then there's $500,000 that's supposed to revolve in and out.
Yeah.
If they don't hang us up on a check paying us, right? I mean.
Yeah,
what
no,
if they're late paying us?
As far as I know, we get a turnaround in 90 days. We get the money back. But then that means that we've got to be very efficient too,
Yeah,
and get the, minute we've got a receipt that we paid, we've got to get that to the bank, or out to the state. So,
yeah.
For reimbursement.
And if we haven't got a check from them yet, we need to be real frugal on when we pay money out to them. So we
Right.
don't run out.
Right,
I mean,
well,
I'm not gonna say the bills are coming in faster than checks are coming. We're writing more checks than what's coming in, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know what you're saying.
I don't, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. What if we,
gotta be frugal on both. I mean, it's gotta get billed out as soon as possible, but
Right,
we might not be able to pay them till the last day, depending on what's coming back our way.
right. I didn't realize it was gonna be so,
That's a big juggle.
these conditions, they want to raise the rate.
Yeah, last time when we were talking about increasing the rate, this is what I understood. Yeah, Proposition 218. First, we set up a meeting with the public. No, first we have the rate study. So rate study is done, and it will, whoever will do it will tell you if we need to increase rate. Second, you will have a public hearing. And then you will have another public hearing where you will take the votes from the public. Then,
Actually, what the public does is they send in written protest
yeah,
before the actual hearing.
yeah,
And we can't have a public meeting, this is all we can do is have this Zoom.
See, what they
that's
do,
the
they don't-
proposition.
That's why they, well, they do it before, but the written, the protest is supposed to be all in writing.
Right.
And if they want to talk in person, they can do it via Zoom.
And even then, after all of this, which will take you about 3 months, then you will still have 90 days before this rate increase will go in effect. This is what I learned last time when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
So this is like 6 months. 6 months process. So I don't know, I haven't still read the whole letter of this lawyer.
They did the public hearing on December 12th, 2013. And the rates went into effect March 2014. So that's 3 months.
Yeah,
Uh,
90 days right there. Yeah, this is what I learned last time. So this is long process. I think you don't have that much time.
I don't know what else we can do.
So what other options do we have? I don't know.
well, when's the next, bills going out?
What do you mean?
When's the next billing cycle?
Oh, tomorrow.
On the first, okay.
Okay,
I do the billing, I send it out the last day of the month.
okay,
So people get them, well, there's no mail on Friday or Saturday, depending on how soon you distribute them.
so if we sent a letter with that stating what we have to do, this is the deal, we must increase our rates by this much, or we must add a surcharge, and give them a space to basically fill it out and bring it back, saying, yeah, they agree, or no, they don't want it. We need 51% of the people have to say no for it to not pass. And that's not gonna happen.
No, just like, according to that, only 7 people protested last.
Exactly,
I don't
and
do the same seven.
There's 267 people that we served, so it's not even close.
yeah. Well, and for the owners, the public, to actually make any kind of impact, they have to have 51% to do it.
Right.
And that's not gonna happen.
And
Well-
saying nothing is the same as a yes.
So
Yeah.
just doing the math in my head, what is it, like $7 or $8 increase? per
Would be
month?
like around $54.
Yeah, it's about $7 increase,
$7 to $8.
but we should also include with that, let's say another 500 gallons. That would not, the amount of money that we would get extra would definitely offset adding the 500 gallons to that. If we say, okay, we're gonna increase the rates to $54 minimum, but along with that, you get an extra 500 gallons.
Yeah,
instead
but
of
the person
1,500.
that's paying the minimum $46 and only using 15 or 1,200 gallons. or
Like
something
me,
that,
I don't even use close to
Yeah,
1,500.
And that's not gonna make any difference to anybody that I can see.
No,
So,
do you think we could come up with a number and just, maybe get rid of this 1.5 cent per gallon and just, I mean, anybody that uses like over 3,000 gallons gets charged heavy, you know? But I mean, it's like, we're going 0 to 1,500 gallons for $46, and then 1,500 to 3,000 for another 1.5 cents a gallon.
That's why I'm saying for the increase in rate, we give them more gallons along with that.
so who did, is it Audubon?
No,
No,
Okay.
it's CoBank, they're associated with,
CoBank.
California Rural Water.
Oh, I see.
And according to them, they have the cheapest percentage. And he told me that back in 2017, we would have been able to qualify for it by an audit report. But, not now.
we have, because we have no extra money coming in. It's just the meters.
Yeah.
We don't have any big buyers of bulk water right
We
now.
had no bulk water buyers for years.
Yeah, what do you guys usually?
Last year, we made $100,000.
No, you say 50 to 100,000 a year.
Yeah, that was with a Newmont Bulkwood. And they were supposed to start again and then COVID hit. And they just, then did it.
So as far as the lenders are concerned, we don't have any option.
No, nobody will lend to us unless we raise our rates. So we get this,
We show profit.
1.10 on, it's a minimum loan debt service coverage. The 1.10. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but that's what we use with our income versus our expenses.
There's still in here about notifying the owners of the property. If we're sending out a water bill to them, isn't that a
Yeah,
notification?
it's just legally type stuff. We just send a letter to all of our customers. Those are the owners of the property.
Yeah,
Well, I'm reading their proposed water increase the last time we did it. The hearing was December 12th to 13,
Uh-huh.
and it shows here, what's the thing?
They did a temporary increase January
Yeah,
and then did the permanent, made it permanent in March. So they did it as a temporary increase until they could make it permanent. But we actually started within a month of the hearing.
is that legal to do?
I don't know. I haven't read the,
I mean, I'm just looking at the dates, I'm going, well, they wham bam this through, but is that legal to do what
Yeah.
they did?
I don't know if it is.
I don't know when the proposition 218 was passed.
I think this was passed after that was done.
Yeah, so that's why it's,
So the was done then may not be legal.
right.
Yeah, well, I
So,
guess if nobody complains about it,
oh yeah, if nobody complains about it.
Yeah. we'll do what they just did last time.
I don't think it's gonna. So how about the rate study?
I don't know anything about it.
well, basically, the rate study was done by the bank. Right here. They show that we show break even and not a profit amount, so
No, I think the
If
rate
you-
study
you-
is something that certain companies will do, compare us with the other districts who have the same volume as ours.
Okay,
And then they will see how we are charging compared to them.
Did they give you a estimate on the payment with the interest rate per month?
They didn't say,
I'm just curious what the payment,
what they said
because
was,
they're figuring this on a 20-year loan.
yeah,
Oh.
they're figuring out a 20-year loan, and, it's calculated by taking net income, adding back depreciation expense, and dividing that by the annual loan payment. So if you take $500,000 and amortize it by 20 years, that's the payment.
so,
So just,
hypothetically, payments of 34,000 a year, I'm gonna assume. For a 500,000 line
well, if you're
amount.
buying a house at that price. Gotta be
Yeah, and
3,540,000 a month payment.
34,000 a month, yeah, you're looking at what,
What are you thinking?
on that one right there.
House has a different mortgage.
Well, I just wanna make sure what we're raising is gonna be enough money to cover this loan payment. and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if we do this and we're short $500, we have no extra money coming in. I don't wanna pay for it out of my pocket every month.
So how about, we had a bond last time. Debbie, do you remember?
I know we've had a bond in the past, I remember reading about it, but I don't know anything about it.
What does the bond do?
Well, bond's a loan, but I know it took forever to pay that
Yeah,
bond
I know.
off.
Basically, it's fun, like school districts are always after bonds and stuff, it's the same thing. You take out a bond for so much and, they have to pay it back. But I don't know any details on it, I've never done a bond.
No, we just, brainstorming our
Yeah.
options. So bond is one option. Rate increase, to me, it sounds like it's gonna take quite a long time. It's probably not gonna be fruitful. Looks like, how long can we wait to do this?
Their payments would be around $3,000 a month. What they're figuring.
It's what
Yeah.
that,
Our payments would be around $300,000 a month. I mean, $3,000 a month,
You
500,000.
know, just off the top of my head, I was thinking 3,500, 4,000 a month. Probably,
And that's just the bid, that's at 3.25%. 2,800.
that's providing everything goes as planned. If anything happens, we're stuck making this payment for 20 years.
Yeah, that it's a worst case scenario thing, but the bank requires it. So,
Do you think we should send this to the attorney the last time we raised the rates? And just asking, was this legal, what they did last time, streamlining it through?
I could send it to them.
If being it's it's a community-owned water district. If nobody complains, why can't we streamline it through and get this, send a letter out with this billing and get this?
So what did we present to the bank? Our budget or our
They
financial?
asked for the last 3 years of audit.
Oh, last 3 years of.
That's basically, I sent them the audit, I
uh,
sent them our rate schedule. And,
so basically financial reports.
yeah, the financial report basically. Oh, and I think it's bank statement, I'm not sure. They didn't require me to fill out anything, they maybe wanted the audit report, and they went by the audit.
So we have, how much reserve we have? We have about 200,000, right?
We have, if you don't count the checking account, which brings it in the house, we have about $200,000.
So can we play with that? Can we tell them that, look, if we put a collateral, certain amount down, can you then approve our loan?
This isn't a loan, it's a line of credit.
Yeah, can they?
So you don't put anything, yeah, I don't know. I told him he had that much in the bank, but I thought.
Uh-huh. How about Alta one? I don't know that one.
I don't know if also, I didn't talk to them, I talked to these people because they were researching by,
You know,
Maybe
one time I needed the loan to buy a store. And I went to Alta one, and this is what they told me. They said, if you can put down 10%. Was it 10%? Yes, I think. They said, if you can put down 10%, we'll give you $500,000.
well, one of you guys would have to talk to all the ones.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know. I know there would be a lot more interest rate.
First thing we need to do is figure out how many accounts, and if this 15% increase is gonna make a $3,000 payment.
You gotta take into
Yeah, that
account
is
too.
another important point.
I mean,
Yes.
before we even think of borrowing money, we need to see if
Right.
15% is gonna cover it.
Or another extra.
And you gotta take into consideration the people that are not paying their bills.
Yeah,
And right
Um,
now it's tough because we can't shut anybody off.
Right.
And when we
I don't
raise it,
tell
there's probably
anybody.
gonna be a few more pissed off ones that don't pay, just out of spite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
there's
just because we
people-
raise it, don't mean we're gonna collect more money in the first place.
Okay.
But we need to do the 15% across all the accounts and see if that'll cover just a rough $3,000 payment. And we're all
So,
looking
well,
at you.
do the math,
How many
right now.
meters are there?
Go ahead and
There's
multiply,
actually about- Every one I do the billing, about 267 meters.
Okay,
so multiply $8 is
267 times 8.
$2,100.
So there we go.
And that's if everybody pays, so that's not good.
Didn't they say 15 to 18%?
Oh, it said, well, it says right here, it says,
It's 110, so
15%.
You would need to increase water rate 15, at least 15% to meet the minimum coverage requirements, generating 38,000 in net income to qualify.
Well, you said there's 260 accounts?
There's about 260,000 in all of the accounts.
No, I mean, water. accounts, 260.
267 active meters.
Well, I mean, just simple math, we raised it $10, that's $2,600, so. We're gonna have to,
go
instead of
more.
15%, we're gonna have to charge
We're gonna have to
$15.
Yeah. Or did you get? And yeah, that's provided everybody pays.
Well, I had to do a rate comparison for the water board between last year and this year for the period that COVID started, because we wanted to see how our income compared. And not counting the bulk sales, our income has remained pretty steady when you look at how much we make per month. So the people that have been paying are still paying. The people that haven't been paying haven't been paying. So
Yeah.
our income has remained pretty constant, really.
I think we should take a shot with Alta One on a credit line,
I think so.
even if we pay a little more interest, but they'll do it without, and then we can decide how much we need to raise the rate. But if we raise the rates $15, $16 a month, we might have 51% saying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is a whole bunch to think about all at one time.
Mhm.
Wouldn't hurt to contact Alta One.
And,
Or the bond, okay, let's see, the two options that I am seeing again is one is the bond, two is Alta One. And
Well, I think all for one, it's gonna be the same situation. They're gonna look at,
They're gonna wanna.
water, what money we got coming in every month.
right,
And they're gonna see the same thing at co-op.
but
so-
they would have the collateral, they would have the money that we have.
They might be up to,
They will, because they could possibly put a lien on the accounts as.
Right,
As collateral.
for the loan. Not that they'll prevent us from spending money, but they'll have.
right, so they would have a certain amount of money, maybe
Yeah.
they will put it in the CD account and fix it, that you cannot touch this money, but it will earn you interest or
Well, I
whatever.
think that's the main checking account.
This,
That's what you.
Five
The
hundred.
other ones is fine.
the 500,000 they're talking about, is that what they're demanding to finish the grant? Is that what is that what you have to have?
No,
I mean, how big a chunks are gonna be?
They,
paid out?
I think they're basing this on past things. Cause that's all they do is loans like that.
'Cause
Is that right?
co-bank, they do this for a lot of water districts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That what MB5 uses is very common. That's
But what I'm getting at is maybe we only need a $250,000 credit line. Keep paying out and checks coming in.
well, I didn't ask them for how much the third line would be.
So it's basically the construction project, so one team or whatever, one phase is done, they give us the billers, we pay them, and we collect it
and
from
we get
the.
reimbursed.
From
Well,
the
the
state,
thing
yeah.
of it is, we're
From the
not
state.
actually using all that money all at once. We just take however much we need to pay these people, and the state repays it back, so that it constantly money.
Well, what I was getting
So-
at was if we have 200 in the bank, maybe we only need a 300,000 credit. line.
So, yeah, we probably need
And
this
use
month.
some of our own money to rotate, instead of borrowing the 500,000 is what I was getting at.
And I'm pretty sure with the long history with Alta one, they will just give us a line of credit for 100,000.
They might.
I mean, I have a credit card with the $70,000. So,
I don't
I
know.
mean, I'm just throwing ideas out there.
Yeah.
I am thinking, yeah, maybe we should do a little more research and talk to them. If one time we can get away with $300,000 and, till we are reimbursed.
Okay, let's stop a
Okay,
minute. Okay, Debbie, let's start doing these ideas
Okay,
and letting her write them down or whatever and know what we're doing. So we're not all patchwork
okay.
and we got an
So-
idea.
first of all, we need to know from the grant people how much, because they're the ones that are requiring it,
Right.
right?
No,
No, the bank is required.
so nobody's actually requiring us to do this. We're just doing this so that when the construction starts, we can pay the contractors. How we pay the contractors, nobody cares.
Okay,
Yeah, so if we don't have a line of credit lined up, they're not gonna start building anything.
They won't do nothing, no.
okay, so, but they're the ones that are requiring us to have something in place, the grant people,
No,
No.
no?
no,
The
the bank
contractors.
won't require it. They don't care.
So who's requiring
It's
it?
common practice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's that,
MV5 said that, it's common practice to take out a line of credit so that you can pay the contractors faster than what the state will pay.
Okay, so it's MV5 that's telling us to
Right,
do this, okay.
MV5 is basically.
It's not mandatory to continue to get started on construction.
Yeah, they're wanting to see some good faith money lined
Yeah.
up.
So
Okay,
to me, if we have $200,000 with Alta one, $150,000 to $200,000 line of credit is no big deal for Alta one. I'm pretty sure they will extend us at least $100,000 if nothing else.
that would show good faith
Do
and,
you think we could ask the contractor if he can estimate how big a lumps
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna need?
Yeah. you could ask
And then maybe we
MV5.
don't need 500,000.
okay, you taking notes?
Yeah,
Okay?
Yeah, let's find out his estimate on how big a lump he's gonna need. 30 days in, 60 days in, 90 days in. Everybody agree on that?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing is, okay, are we going to, you want to send, Mr. Brown there, the idea of, sending this original, water rate thing, to that lawyer
And ask him if
and
it's,
ask him, why can't we do it just like this?
being it's a community-owned water district.
yeah. This is the way they did in the past. This is what we'd like to do with that
I mean,
kosher.
It might be different being we're not a city, you know. Maybe,
Right.
maybe we could get away with it being it's community-owned and nobody complains.
I think it has to do with Proposition 218, but the lawyer will explain.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Well-
I'll read that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
'cause it
right,
might just apply to cities, maybe.
the
not
lawyer,
all
the
water
lawyer
districts.
states it, right,
So that is the second option, right? The increasing the rate. And the third option is, I think bond is again a third option if we,
The only question I have about a bond, can you pay them off early or are you stuck the length of the bond?
that what we're gonna have to find out. I think we
Yeah.
are stuck with the bond.
When they put this system in originally, they were paying one payment a year of $2,500 on the bond. That was it, just one payment. But it took what, 25 years?
Yeah, and you add the interest onto that, who
Yeah.
knows what it
Yeah.
actually cost.
Yeah, I think it was 5% interest, I remember.
God, 20 years. Probably could have put the system in 2.5 times.
Yeah, that's the way the mortgage is, that's
Yeah.
the way the loans work, yeah.
But we need to learn all this
but
because we
it,
might need to put a half a system in and
Yeah.
we might need to do that.
So that is why I am thinking our best option would be if we could, our own money. Have a line of credit in case we need it. So we don't have to incur any,
Well, yeah, but, when they start putting pipelines in and stuff like that, it could be, they could be sending us a bill for $200,000 in 1 month.
Yeah,
Mhm.
or more.
Yeah. So we have to have more money than what we've got.
yeah, but we pay them, no, that's what I'm saying. If 200 is our own and we have a line of credit for another 300, so sooner we pay them, we ask from the state, the grant money, we collect that. And hopefully we don't even have to use any line of credit.
Well, I think we'll wind up doing it, but,
Yeah, but if we do.
so,
What else do we need on the list? That's 2 things we've got on the list, right?
basically, find out from the attorney if this is kosher the way this is. And then, yeah, we need to, look into a different institution possibly about getting a loan, namely Alta One. See if we can get a line of credit through them.
Mhm.
The surcharge must not exceed the cost of service attributed. Basically, we're not supposed to raise the rates more than what we're actually going to need.
Yeah, that is another thing. I think we can only increase like 10% at a time or something.
Well, it says surcharge must not exceed the funds required to provide the service. But that's everything, electricity, all of our expenses. wages, everything to keep the system running. And like the auditor told me, right now, we're just breaking even.
You said what?
We're breaking even.
Yeah.
And that, even the auditors think we ought to raise our rates.
Well, yeah, there hasn't been a rate increase in how many years?
But I don't think,
5 years,
I mean, if we're gonna raise it 15%, I don't think that's gonna be enough.
For the
And
payment.
if we had time, we could raise it 15% and then say, okay, next year we're gonna raise it another 5 and maybe another 2%. But I don't think we have the time for that.
No,
No, we don't.
I think we need a just flat dollar amount, don't do any percentage, just a flat dollar amount. But I know people like to hear percentages more than they do dollar. If you tell them 15% or you tell them $15, they usually get mad about the $15. They don't do the, you know,
we'll figure out how much dollars you want, and just break it back to.
yeah, percentage.
Well, if we, yeah. Basically, I think 13% would have been, or 13.5 would have been $8, I believe.
13% is $8.
$8, okay, so yeah.
I think increasing the rate is gonna be harder. I vaguely remember something, I don't know if it's Public Utility Commission or something, where you can only raise 10%, you cannot go outrageous on increase as well. So, don't know.
well, we have to
Well, if
do
we're only
something.
borrowing the 300, maybe the 15% will cover it.
Or if, yeah, we do something different other than this, maybe 10%, maybe 10% will cover it. Say we get a line of credit through Alta One or something like that, we might not have to go 15% increase, we could go like 10% increase.
I think, from my interpretation of this, he didn't like the surcharge. His lawyer. Is that what you got from it? 'Cause that seems to be most of the negative in here.
Yeah, I think we ought to just put it as rate increase.
Rate increase,
Yeah.
yeah,
Period.
not a surcharge.
Yeah, forget about the surcharge.
Well,
'Cause
the
that-
rate increase would be the same thing, he's just saying surcharge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The procedure's the same for either.
Huh?
The procedure's the same, no matter how you do it.
Yeah.
well, I don't know why he doesn't like
He just doesn't like our tiered rate.
our tiered rates.
Well, I never understood that anyway, because it's,
If I,
how much more water could a business be using?
if I remember right, I want to say when Pam was in here, I want to say they did it that way for the elderly single person that doesn't use much and the guy that wants to water all his trees, well, go ahead, you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah. That's just basically exactly why it was done.
Yeah,
Well, the people that water use 9,000 gallons up a month, I've seen 11,000 gallons used when people are watering their stuff outside.
oh yeah, and I remember there was a couple of people that came in here that thought they should get a discount because they use this so much, they should get a bulk discount.
Yeah.
It was
They're
kind of
actually paying
hilarious, I
less than we
remember.
charge people for bulk out here.
Yeah.
I think we, in my opinion, instead of rate increase, in my opinion, we just have to find a better lender or better options.
Well, if we find out what Brent was talking about, how much, what does NV5 think we need a month?
Right.
I mean, you know, it's,
Worst case scenario for.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I can ask.
yeah, ask them that, and then we can,
Then we can rush down to the bank and see what they'll do or not do. They're either gonna do something or they're gonna laugh us out the door, one or the other.
That's right.
Having $200,000 in the bank account is.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, is there anything else we need to find out right now?
I can't think of anything. Other than,
well, we need to get answers to that stuff.
other than ask the attorney why he's not happy with our tiered rate, does he have a better idea?
Well, he stated a case here. I noticed from the district's website that a tiered water rate applies for 3/4 inch meter service. I do not know the justification accepted by the board to support those tiered rates, but please be advised that the legality of tiered rates was significantly limited by the Court of Appeals 2015 decision in Capistrano Taxpayers Association Incorporated versus City of San Juan Capistrano, which now requires public agencies to correlate the price of water at each tier with the actual cost of providing water service at each tier level. The establishment of tiers based upon a generalized promotion of water conservation is not sufficient. That's all he says about that.
And I don't know why, water conservation wouldn't be sufficient. We live in the middle of the desert, I mean, the more you use, the more you pay, I would think that
Well,
would
it's
be
whatever
sufficient.
this law that came about, the decision in 2015 affected it somehow.
Yeah.
Need to read that decision.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know, but I mean, I'm with Gulon that we don't have to borrow that much and we can use our own money and borrow half that much. But I don't see any way of not raising the rates because we're still gonna have to make a payment and interest even if we borrow another 200.
And the thing is the power goes up every year, and if our rates don't go up, we gotta compensate for that somehow.
Well, our rates haven't gone up for 5 years.
Yeah,
Everything else is going up on a yearly basis, our electricity costs, everything.
everything, but our rates haven't, so.
Up with everybody else.
So we need to do a rate increase just to survive, basically.
Yeah,
Period.
that's
Probably a minimum of 5% just to cover the electric. That's gone up since the last rate increase.
Yeah,
But
Well,
okay, so we need to find out that info and then work from there.
Yeah, well,
I would say.
meet in a week, right? Next week we'll meet again.
what's that?
And we meet again on 9th or what
Yeah,
date
it's the
is
9th of January, is the
Yeah.
regular meeting.
Yeah.
We can get the results of this
Yeah.
then.
Okay,
so if you get a number from the contractor, what the worst case scenario for a monthly payment to them is,
Well,
Yeah.
that's gonna vary because,
well, yeah.
everybody's not gonna have their job completed at the same time.
I mean, they've done enough projects, I'm sure they're
They should
got
be
in
able to
their
give
mind
some kind
what
of
they
an
want to
estimate.
give you an
generate
idea,
for
yeah,
money, you know,
how it's gonna go.
Anything is better what we have
I'll call Owens tomorrow
now. Okay,
because
and
no
find
matter,
out, and see what I can find out,
okay.
all right? Owens is the representative from NV5.
because no matter what, even if we have a $500,000 loan and they do a whole bunch of work and they go, oh, we're gonna bill you 850,000 this month, they know they're gonna be waiting on money till we get reimbursed.
Yeah, a lot of those contractors though, they don't wanna wait,
Oh, I know.
They've got people standing there Friday afternoon, where's my check?
Yeah.
So is everybody more confused now?
You sit on it, ideas are gonna come to you.
Yeah. Well, all we can do is what we can do, but yeah, we need to do it fairly quickly. They're basically ready to go on this, right? It's only,
No, the contracts have not even went out yet.
okay,
They wanted to do some sampling down there, and they said in December or January,
Or February.
or February, yeah,
oh,
so.
okay, so we got a little bit of time,
They
not
haven't-
much.
They're
Yeah.
supposed to contact us and let us know when they want us to start digging these holes, because they have to tell us where they want these holes dug and stuff.
But it would be nice to have this all tidied up so we can say, hey, when you gonna get, we can flip the table, when you gonna get started?
Yeah,
But I don't want to start paying interest.
Yeah.
Until we know when they're gonna get started.
exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
Well, it ain't gonna be perfect no matter how it turns out, so.
So, I make a motion that we have Debbie and Cliff research this a little further before we can make a decision, and then we'll bring it up again at the next meeting.
I second it.
all in favor?
I, we have to do it that way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
so I guess that would
Dr.
be,
Bowens tomorrow, and, yeah, I might, let me see what I can figure out. I might leave him a message, have him call me over here. And then we can talk to him together
Okay,
and see how that works. Okay,
we need to adjourn the meeting.
do I hear a adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
second,
Aye.
aye, all right,
All right.
all right.